Hi everyone, it's Michelle Divine's Purpose. How are you? Happy Friday. Today I have launched my masterclass, which is in regards to Christ consciousness and becoming the teacher. This is now live on my website and on Instagram, but I am being led to come on for this motion in regards to twin flame journeys. You have to understand that we are at prevalent time on our journey. Like, this is going into November. The 11/11 portal is coming. December 12/12 portal is going to be epic for us. And I feel like there's a message here for the Twin Flame Collective directly. I posted this morning through the motion of Christ Consciousness and Michael Murdad, who's been one of my biggest teachers on Christ Consciousness. He's been in the spiritual community for over 30 years. But let me read this to you. The birthing of Christ consciousness is not to be confused with the return of Jesus or any other spiritual leader. In fact, it is just the opposite. 2,000 years ago, Jesus left his students and said, "I must leave you now, or the Comforter will not come to you." He was explaining here and in other teachings that Christ is not a person to be worshipped, but rather it is the consciousness of who we are. Okay, the consciousness that we have forgotten. So the second coming of Christ is an eternal remembrance. And why I feel like this is key for twin flames, because one, a lot of twin flames got obsessed with their twin through the motion of the spiritual awakening, and they worship their twin through the good, the bad, and the ugly. Two, the biggest key here that I've learned, and guys, as a divine feminine who is in physical separation with my twin, and I get the yearning and the desire for your twin, but this is the understanding that I must leave you now, or the Comforter will not come to you. See, it's a big understanding here that separation is an illusion, but your twin and you had to go into physical separation so you can actually awaken and rise up into Christ consciousness. The biggest lessons as humans is through the motion of duality and pain and suffering. It's unfortunate, but that's the way we learn, because we have such a powerful human ego that it will take us down a rabbit hole that sometimes we don't even come out of. To those of you who are part of the twin flame journey and you understand you have a twin and you've gone through the duality of the pain and suffering, please take a moment to thank your twin for giving you that gift. Thank your twin for walking away. Thank your twin for abandoning you. And thank your twin for rejecting you. Because if that wouldn't happen, you wouldn't have found yourself and God, and then understand what Christ consciousness really is. Do you understand how deep that is? To all of you who are still watching twin flame readers, who still have karmic energies, who still go in the motion of, blaming one another, still bad-mouthing one another, please stop. Stop dealing with the codependent energies. I know some people that I started following in the beginning of my journey still talk about the same thing. Like, this is 2 to 3 years later. Where are you on your ascension? 2020 was the year of this all to physically change. Look at the world around us. And understand that, if you're still in that low vibe energy, then you, my love, should get off and start doing more of your shadow work. And it's no trigger to anybody, but it's the truth. You have to understand, we're all on this journey together. And the thing is, as a twinner myself, I know that I'm here to go through what I need to go through, to awaken, to go through my ascension, to rise up, but to honor why we're really here as Christ conscious beings, to really help the planet move forward. So that's a message. I feel like the most deepest layer of it is saying that 2,000 years ago, which is coming into December, Jesus died on his 33rd birthday, supposedly. The master number 33 is very, very, very big right now. And understanding that December is going to be that there's a button that's going to be pushed. A new start is coming. The new moon. There's no sign for this. This is the Moonology card. This is no sign. This is just understanding new moon. There's so much new energy. The sun feels new. The moon feels new. There's a new world coming. There's a new plane coming. There's new energies coming onto this planet. Are you ready? Or are you still focusing on your twin flame journey and your twin flame? Listen, I think about my twin every single day. That's no joke. But to understand that Christ consciousness beings and understanding the higher mind with the higher heart is understanding that, well, you're going to love them no matter what, and only you and them and God can understand your twin flame journey. So send them love, and if you have to purge, then purge. I purge all the time for my twin. And it's because there's a yearning and a remembrance that is so deep beyond words that, this has to be only divinely guided. And it's the remembrance of, there's a void in my soul. And the void in my soul is, yes, the reflection of the human state of yearning and desiring for my twin. But really, it's understanding that I have to get back into the higher mind, higher consciousness, higher heart, so I can feel that energy within God. It's because we've fallen so far from God. So separation is an illusion. This is a strong message. This is a strong message for everybody who is on the twin flame journey. Because we're coming into 2021, and are you ready? Have you been in mission? Do you understand your purpose? Or are you still holding on to energies that no longer serve? And the thing is, people have to be straight, no chaser. Like, we all have our shadows, we all have our light. And to understand this, it's all about ascending and understanding the unconditional love that I accept you for your shadows and your light. I accept you for your shadows and your light. So if you're still in the shadowy aspect of codependency and obsession and, wanting your twin back, we honor you, but you also have to understand that we're here to also help you rise up. Like any good teacher would never allow a student to be stuck on the same question for 5 years straight. They would go and help them. This is me coming to help you. This is God coming to help you. The prophecy oracles, what is this in regards to? I'm only pulling one for each, and then I'm closing out, y'all. Thank you. Number 9. Rejoice through all the seasons, eating and drinking. I love this. This card keeps coming out. It's a very abundant card. It's very understanding manifestation and understanding who you are through the palms open facing the sky. Number 9 is a completion. Something is completing and moving into a new. We are entering into a new world. There are a lot of light beings coming on to the planet to help us. I have this feeling, I honestly keep seeing like unicorns in the sky with like these angelic beings coming in. And I posted it at the club, the Divine Feminine Club on Instagram. But I just feel like it's the sky. And even lately I've been looking up and the sun and the clouds. There's something that's different. And I don't know if we're actually going to physically see this or this is through a higher consciousness that we're going to see it through our spiritual eyes or even just feel it. I don't know. But what I do know is that we are being led right now to rejoice through all the seasons, through the good, the bad, the ugly, and the freedom and the liberation. It's like eating and drinking. The pleasures of eating and drinking. It's such a pleasure to drink when you're thirsty. It's such a pleasure to eat when you are hungry. It's a pleasure to share that experience with others, to host, to indulge. But in the end, too, don't forget, what's the other aspect of that? What's the other side of eating and drinking? You gotta pee and poo, yo. And that's the fact, and that's the purge. Take in, let out. Take in, let out. The duality of life, as above, so below. We're being led here to rejoice through it all. Because there's energy here for us to get into this new. The new moon. A new start is coming. Are you ready? Are you ready? So that is the message for today. Oh, by the way, I do have the masterclass that I'm starting. It is my honor to be the teacher and the feminine face of Christ consciousness. Please go on my Instagram or on my website in the link below to get any information on that, okay? I love y'all. Many blessings to you and your journey. The one motion here is remember who you are. Love y'all.